Joining us now is Lieutenant Colonel Richard Hecht, the spokesperson for the Israeli Defense Forces. Lieutenant Colonel, thank you very much for being with us this morning. Just want to start with, can you clarify, did Israeli forces open fire on civilians waiting for aid on Thursday?
So thank you for having me. This is not the case. And again, I'll just jump on to what Raf Sanchez said. We did not intentionally open fire on the mob that basically tried to reach these trucks. Again, this is a tragic event where you can see from the footage that we released that the people that came looking for food, it was a stampede, very, very tragic, but we did not open fire on, and you can see this now running in the background, we did not open fire on the crowd during that event. There was one specific event at the end of the convoy where our soldiers, some of the Gazans approached our soldiers, they felt threatened, and they fired non-lethal shots. Sadly and tragically, the most of the death cases, and again, I would take the numbers with a pinch of salt, were from this tragic stampede.
So let's, what would qualify as non-lethal shots being fired? And I'm just thinking, if we take any of the evidence that seems to be being put forward by different, for example, video sources, we're looking at that Al Jazeera video that says that people were being taken to the hospital with gunshot wounds. That's not a stampede wound. That's a gunshot wound. And what exactly is non-lethal fire?
Non-lethal fire is when, again, we were securing this convoy in order to facilitate the movement of food to the north. We're in a war. This is a combat zone. The soldiers are, again, we're losing soldiers every day in this fight. We're aware of the humanitarian condition in the north. Again, non-lethal fire is when we are securing the convoy. People came too near our soldiers. They felt threatened. They would maybe take a non-lethal shot to try and distance them from them. Again, I would take the numbers coming out, and again, we're looking into this event. The numbers coming out from the Hamas health agency with a pinch of salt. We're looking into this. We are aware of this severe event, and we're taking it very, very seriously.
The UN and France are both demanding an independent investigation into what happened. Will Israel, you think, support this?
We do not need any other country to launch investigations. We have the means and will to do this ourselves. And again, I just want to remind everyone here, this is a war zone. We're doing everything we can. We're trying to facilitate other ideas. Raf mentioned it before, things from the air. We're still fighting to dismantle Hamas. This would end in a minute if Hamas laid down their weapons and brought the hostages back to Israel. In a minute.
Yeah, and so where do you, from the IDF perspective, go from here as far as trying to determine what Israel had as far as a responsibility in this incident or not?
Well, I'm very aware of international law, and there was people saying once you occupy an area, you have to make sure that food is there. There's still a war going on, and we do not want to occupy the Gaza Strip. We want to dismantle Hamas. But again, we're not fighting the Palestinian people who Hamas has taken as human shields. And we'll keep repeating that sentence because that is the tragedy and the cynical use of Hamas of their people. We're doing everything we can to move food. And again, there's an issue here with distribution. It's not with the quantity of amount of food going in. The distribution to the north is a challenge, and that's what we're trying to facilitate and come up with creative ideas to get food up north to the poor Gazan people.
Lieutenant Colonel, right now there are about 1.4 million civilians in Rafah with Israel's deadline of March 10th for a potential invasion there. How does what happened, for example, yesterday, play a role in maybe disrupting talks, for example, on the hostages that are still being held by Hamas?
Well, I'm a military man, and again, I will tell you that we're also very, very attentive to the voices about and the concerns about the 1.4 people in Rafah. And I will just quote my Prime Minister, who said, we will not act aggressively in that area without finding a solution for the civilian population there. We did it in the north, and we can do it also in the south. I would just mention to you that we did a specific event in Rafah, which was a special forces raid to save 2 of our hostages inside Rafah.
Lieutenant Colonel Richard Hektai, thank you very much for being with us this morning. Very much appreciate your time.